Kia ora, my name's Nikki Duggan. My business is called Architectural Products and Technologies. It was set up 9 years ago with my business partner, Aaron Carpenter, and we distribute decorative and performance surface products in New Zealand and the Pacific Islands. We work really closely with architects and designers in the New Zealand market, and they specify our brands, and then we sell those products directly to fabricators and joiners. Our two key brands that we distribute are Corian and Phoenix. So Corian is a solid surface product and it's been around for quite a long time, and so it's very trustworthy, durable. And Phoenix is a rather more new brand created using nanotechnology. The biggest challenge for us has been growing and increasing our productivity at the same time. So obviously as we've grown, we've needed to add some people into our business, but we've also needed to invest a lot in our back-end processes. How do we make them more smooth, more automated, take less time, less involvement from us? So if I think about finance and the digital platforms that we use, MYOB is one of our biggies that has an integrated stock management system. We're managing millions of dollars of stock at any particular point in time, so therefore it was really important to us that our ERP backend system had that stock management capability. A few years ago we implemented a CRM system to manage all our customer data and also a bunch of our communications that go out to customers. So we chose to go with Zoho. So we were really clear when we did our own needs assessment was, and let's not get too far into what we'd like to have, let's focus on those core needs and do the assessment around that and try and avoid customisation. And we've basically managed to do that. So one of the reasons that we went with Zoho is it does provide all of the functionality that we need, and it is very inexpensive. Having the CRM system has made it a lot faster for our new sales and specification teams people to get up to speed. We can cover off a lot of things in terms of product knowledge, systems training, particularly if they haven't come from our part of the building industry, is getting to know the customers. So it's significantly sped up that process in terms of giving them a baseline piece of information around our customers to begin with. We also use Zoho for communicating with our customers, so that's used by the marketing team. The marketing team also use quite a few social media platforms. Instagram obviously is a big one in our industry because it gives us the ability to deliver absolutely stunning imagery. So that whole inspiration piece to our specifiers, particularly architects and designers. And then conversely, we find LinkedIn is particularly useful for communicating with architects and providing more information about what's going on. Our websites are particularly important because that's where most of our customers will go to in the first instance to find information. So it's really critical that they're really up to date and useful. One of our biggest challenges in the building industry, and particularly if you're involved with decorative surfaces products, is the desire for so many of our customers and consumers to have brochures, physical samples. So obviously that's quite resource heavy and not always that environmentally friendly either. So one of our biggest challenges that we're grappling with is how do we provide better information, particularly on our website, and delivered in such a way that our customers can see and experience our products digitally as opposed to needing as many brochures or as many samples as what they've traditionally wanted. We're trying to think of different ways that we can show our products, so different applications, different images, videos, anything that we can provide in such a way that it reduces the need for our customers to have brochures and samples has got to be a good thing. So we track our projects using Trello. At this stage, we're just using the freebie version. We are now at the point where we're kind of maxing out. Trello works really well, partly because the people in our marketing team have used it before as well. So they were familiar with it, and it was at their request that we introduced that into our business. We use so many different technology platforms in our business, and it just helps us be more effective and more efficient. They don't have to be the biggest, flashiest digital packages that are available, and in fact in a lot of cases those are not even appropriate for SMEs. Keep your eye out for the really clever, low-cost digital packages that you can use. Make sure you do good planning and thinking, so scope out what your needs are, assess a few different options, and then just get stuck in and use it.